This podcast is a part of the More Podcast Network.
Yeah, one of the future indicators is how fascinated is somebody with what they're up to, because fascination is the true and proper mother of discipline, right? So true because it's sustainable. Somebody who's fascinated with what they're doing will sustain their work because they're constantly finding nuances that are intriguing. And within those nuances, there are other nuances, and that actually brings power to their ability to order the world or find order in the chaos. And then it's proper because it isn't forced. It's something that's generated from a passion that is, coming out of the fascination. It's connecting to a future I want to have. And I'm fascinated with how that future is seated in this moment.
That resonates so much with our value of curiosity, Dan. That's one of the things that Taylor and I have really anchored on, and we'll get to this a little bit later in our slow burn. But fascination to me seems almost like a deeper, richer version of curiosity. Like curiosity maybe is a part of this bigger principle of fascination.
Yeah, and because there's a kind of curiosity that's damaging, and then there's the kind of curiosity, and that the kind that's damaging is strictly curiosity for entertainment's sake, right? But the curiosity to serve, the curiosity to bring something into being that's greater than me is a very powerful way of standing in the world, in my experience. And one can be confident in it, like you, I. The more I can stand in the ambiguity of whatever is, standing in new ground, right? Like when I get fascinated with something, I'm going to start to go into territory I've never been before, and that produces a deep willingness to experiment and learn from the mistakes. Whereas if I'm there for entertainment or self gratification or signification, I'm going to take on the losses or the misses as if they're statements of who I am versus the journey I'm on. And I my son is a remarkable engineer, remarkable. He's and that's one of the things I'm always fascinated with watching him is he can stay with a problem for so many weeks, months, years. He's been working on an AI problem for 14 years, and of course now he's coming out ahead, and and he's got a tool that nobody's got. He's just starting to launch, but to watch him stay with that is so inspiring, even in the face of having to struggle for the monthly rent, right? And now he's starting to break through. Right? It's so inspiring.
100%. Yeah, he let that fascination take hold and just continue to come, which is something that is rare in 2024. Where like an Instagram culture where you just scroll through the reels of what people are doing. You know, it's that's kind of the opposite.
It was interesting. He didn't have a cell phone for 5 years. I go, why? He said, too much of a distraction, Dad. I go, we can get on your computer. He goes, not likely, because I don't go outside. I do. He lives on a farm too, right? So he goes, when I'm not doing this, when I'm not engineering, programming, etc., I'm out there with the sheep, the cattle, and whatever they're working.
I love that. So much good stuff already.